Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, where today we will discuss the best 27-inch monitors on the market. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, by the way, links to all the featured products are given in the description below. If you need a monitor with an even higher refresh rate, then check out the ASUS VG279QM. This model has an IPS panel that gives broader viewing angles but at the cost of a lower contrast ratio, resulting in blacks that look grayish in the dark. It has a quicker response time, and its 240Hz native refresh rate can be overclocked up to 280Hz for a more fluid gaming experience, starring an overclockable 280Hz refresh rate, a 1 millisecond response time, and support for adaptive sync technology. This display serves to cut down on blurring and gives a responsive user experience. Its 1920 by 1080 Full HD IPS panel gives clear details and ample 178-degree viewing angles. A VESA DisplayHDR 400 certification guarantees that the monitor has a top brightness value of 400 CDM² and supports a broader range of colors for HDR content playback. Users have the choice of HDMI or DisplayPort and can adjust the handy stand easily to fit their preferences. Otherwise, an arbitrary VESA-compatible mount, stand, or arm can be installed if required. Sadly, there's a compromise, as this monitor has a lower 1080p resolution. It shouldn't be an issue for most gamers, but the resulting pixel density is a bit low if you're intending on using it for work. The ergonomics are exceptional, and it has a pair of speakers built in. If you are in search of a 4K model, then you better have a look at the Dell S2721QS. This handy model has a high pixel density to display amazingly sharp pictures and text, and it presents plenty of screen real estate for multitasking. The stand provides for all manner of changes so that you can place the screen at your optimal viewing position. And it also makes it more comfortable to turn the screen around to show your work to coworkers and clients. Viewing angles are great, and it gives good visibility in bright settings. The Dell S2721QS doesn't lose much, especially if you're not looking to do any serious gaming. You get a solid stand with tilt, swivel, height, and portrait adjustments. Also, if you grab your own DisplayPort cable, you can connect two PCs and view both on the S2721QS concurrently. This is a screen made with thoughtful consideration for those trying to get stuff done. But while the S2721QS is charged as an HDR monitor, it doesn't have the power to make HDR media especially stand out, and doesn't even have HDR10 certification. And for a modern-looking monitor, OSD control could be a little easier. If you want a 27-inch 4K monitor that's better suited for gaming, then check out the LG 27GN950B. This slim-bezeled 27-inch in-plane switching IPS monitor holds a 3840 by 2160 UHD resolution at 144Hz with a 1 millisecond GTG response time for liquid-smooth graphics during high-speed games. The HDR10 display utilizes nanometer-sized particles to display 1.07 billion colors at 98% of the DCI-P3 gamut, which is improved with VESA DisplayHDR 600 technology, 400 CDM² of brightness, and a 1000:1 contrast ratio to produce vivid and lifelike images. It is also harmonious with NVIDIA G-Sync and fully supports AMD FreeSync Premium Pro technology, both of which help to decrease stuttering, screen tearing, and motion blur during fast-action games when connected to a cooperative graphics card. Devices can be connected to the monitor by its DisplayPort and HDMI ports. Also, the 27GN950B Ultra Gear has a built-in USB 3.1 Gen 1 hub with two Type-A ports to instantly connect compatible peripherals and storage drives. An RGB lighting sphere is located on the rear of the monitor, which can be configured to dynamically sync with your screen's visuals or sound input to intensify your environment. You can also connect headphones to the combined 3.5mm audio jack to take benefit of max audio enhanced sound. The best 27-inch monitor in the budget level we've examined is the ASUS ProArt Display PA278QV. It's a handy 1440p model with an IPS panel giving great viewing angles that enable you to share work or content effortlessly. It has a great build quality, and its superb ergonomics allow you to place the screen precisely the way you like for the best viewing experience. It gets bright enough to give great visibility in well-lit environments, but sadly, it has a low contrast ratio that makes blacks look grayish, which isn't perfect for dark rooms. It's factory calibrated and Kalman certified with a Delta E color efficiency rating of less than 2 and covers 100% of the sRGB and Rec. 709 color spaces. Besides, it's built with an IPS in-plane switching panel for bright colors and wide 178-degree viewing angles. Connectivity options include HDMI, mini DisplayPort, DisplayPort, and DVI-D. A built-in USB hub also lets users easily plug in USB devices and peripherals for quick access. There are 4 USB 3.0 ports that you can utilize for charging or data transfer, and a 3.5mm analog audio port that allows you to play audio from an external device using its combined speakers. There aren't any gaming-specific features, but you do get a quick-fit virtual scale feature, which enables you to preview documents in their actual sizes before printing. Overall, it's an effective model that most people should be satisfied with. The best 27-inch monitor for gaming we've experimented with is the Samsung Odyssey G7. Although we examined the 32-inch variant, the 27-inch is alike and should work the same. It's a 1440p model that gives good picture quality with a 240Hz refresh that results in amazingly smooth gaming experience. It has a VA panel that can provide deep blacks for gaming in the dark, and it succeeds in glare easily in brightly lit settings. Despite having a curved screen, it has a fairly good ergonomics, enabling you to adjust the screen to your optimal viewing position. Created for gaming, it has a 240Hz refresh rate, a 1 millisecond response time, and NVIDIA G-Sync and FreeSync compatibility for swift and blur-free images. Added specs that help colors pop when gaming or viewing movies are its 2500:1 static contrast ratio, 350 CDM² brightness rating, HDR 600 for the highest brightness of 600 CDM², and support for 1.07 billion colors. Connectivity options include HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort 1.4, 3.5mm audio, and a USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A hub. For greater comfort, there is an integrated 100 by 100mm VESA mount, and its stand supports height, tilt, swivel, and pivot adjustments to fit your viewing preference.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our new latest uploads.